And we're live on YouTube. Hey there, guys from the YouTube. If you're watching us, please feel welcome to ever come here to TNT and participate with us, okay? You just go to yapng.com and schedule a meeting for yourself to participate with us. Oh, I don't think we have anybody new here today, except Felipe, who's been in his first week here on TNT. So I'm just gonna give a quick explanation because all of you guys know, but just so the people on YouTube also understand that this is not a class. We're here in a platform, a place where you can feel free to talk to other people and to practice your English. So I'm gonna give you guys some questions. I'm gonna separate you in rooms, give you some questions so you can work on these questions. And today we're gonna talk about books and the hobby of reading, okay? I'm gonna send you guys some questions, separating you in small rooms so everybody gets the chance to talk. And it's not a class, so avoid correcting people. Someone makes a mistake, it's all right. This is the perfect place to make mistakes. Even I just don't care. Here, I just like make my own mistakes. So it's a place where you can feel free to share your opinions, to make your mistakes, and to learn the language, and also get to know a lot of intelligent and interesting people that we have in here, which is really cool. Okay. If you have any trouble in the small rooms, you can also call me. You can always call me or come back here to the main room. Okay. Cool. Great. Opa. No. Yeah, YouTube is talking. Oh, great. We have today 9 questions that I'm sending to you guys right now on the chat here. Oh. They're going to be available for you in the chat when you get to the other room. And once you get to the other room, what you need to do is choose a leader if you want. If nobody wants to be a leader, there's no problem, okay? But the leader's role, the leader's function is to keep the conversation going, to work with the questions and let everyone have the chance to talk. It's a pretty nice challenge. So it's pretty cool if you want to be a leader. Try it, it's really nice. It's a nice experience. And that's pretty much it. You guys can present yourselves, introduce yourselves to each other, and then start working on the questions. Okay? Right. Just gonna get you to the breakout rooms here. 7, so we're gonna have like, cool. Let me just get you guys to the rooms. Okay. Okay. So the rooms are opened. You guys are gonna get an invitation to join the rooms. Okay? If you have any trouble or if you get in an uncomfortable situation, you can call me always. And if you feel unsafe, you can you can immediately come back here to the main room, okay? And report to us. Nice. Cool. Hope you guys have a great conversation. See you all in 45 minutes. Okay. But some of you are going to stay here with me in the main room so we can talk. Nice. I already know one of you. I don't know if I've been in a TNT before with Natalie.
I guess not.
Oh, cool. So our first time here together.
Yeah, I think I know you from Instagram, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, you are a Friends fan?
A huge Friends fan, yes. Just love it. Are you too?
So much. Cool. Really, really bad.
Perfect. It's really great. Make sure to tell Philip this. Philip loves friends.
Yeah.
A big fan.
Agora.
Oh,
Let's make a force to convince him.
yes, please. Exactly. We should do it. We should do it. And in a few days, we're gonna make a TNT. We're gonna invite him. When he gets to the TNT, is an intervention to make him like friends.
I love it. Let's do.
Great. Natalie, tell us, where are you from? What do you do? Just a quick introduction about yourself.
Hi, I'm Natalie, but you can call me Nachi. I'm from São Paulo. I'm 25. I'm an actress and a teacher and a student. That's it.
Oh, you're an actress.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Thank you.
Oh, I need to talk to you later. I want to know how you got in the area. I always thought about becoming an actor, but never happened. Oh, that's really nice. Felipe, can you introduce yourself to us, please?
Okay, for sure. My name is Philip. I'm here on the northeast of Brazil, in the beautiful capital of Pernambuco, Recife. Today is a little bit cloudy. Today, this is not very common over here. We have a sunny environment most of the time. I'm a public servant. Yeah, and I think it's it's what I can say, and so far I'm trying to improve my English, my overall skills over here, and so far it has been a very delightful experience. So
great, it's really awesome. It's nice. In what area of public services do you work?
Yeah, I work for the justice in the Pernambuco court. So I'm a public servant, and now as all of us are dealing with the virus, I'm doing home office. I'm working from home since the beginning of the pandemic. So I spend all my day long studying and working. And since the beginning of the pandemic, I try to improve and develop and speed up my English skills. Yeah, and then I encounter this group TNT, and it has been great.
Oh, that's really nice. I'm really glad that you find us then, that you found us, and really hope that we can help you, that we keep getting better. Yeah, during this pandemic, it's been a whole situation. It's been hard for all of us, but we're also getting like some time to work on our skills, sometimes do a course and something like that. And it's also, so it's like, it's not a good, ideal situation, but we got an opportunity, and it's really like when I see people like really using it, all the time that we got. Really nice.
Yeah.
Cool. But home office.
Hi guys. Junior, can you send me to the breakout room again?
Oh, sure. Yeah. When you got back, I didn't send you before because I thought you were already assigned, but let me, okay. You're assigned. Yeah. Oh, great. Now, Luis, can you introduce yourself to us, please?
Yes, of course. Hello, guys. I'm Luis. I am 23 years old. I'm from Paraná, and I'm chemist. And I'm doing my PhD now in chemistry. And I've been attending here in TNT since May, I think, when I received an opportunity to go to Poland next year, so I'm here to practice my speaking, and it's been a great opportunity to meet new people and practice my English. It's really nice to meet you guys.
Pretty awesome. I didn't know you were going to Poland.
Yeah, the March next year.
Oh, that's great. Nice. Gonna have an awesome experience out there. Cool. Just for those of you who still don't know me, I'm Gino Rufino. I'm 19 years old. I love sharing knowledge, and I also love fried chicken. And I'm e-aprendiz Instagram guy, so you probably saw me there as well. And that's pretty much it. I'm an English teacher, and I also work with social media. So it's been like a great adventure to do both at the same time. A lot of work, but a great adventure. And I'm also a book lover. I love books. I'm a bookworm. And that's why when they told us that we were going to have a thematic week for hobbies, I thought right away, books. That's it. We're going to talk about reading. So I wanted to ask you guys, and I'm going to start by asking Luis, do you like reading?
Yeah, I really like, but I start to like reading in pandemic, because before that I didn't like to read. And all time in home, I decide to start to read books not related with my area, like politics, like history, like philosophy, psychology, that I really like. So, and I enjoy so much this time to discover this new I don't know, this new ghost, this new for reading. And for me it has been really nice to read so many things. I love learn, so for me has been really nice.
That is pretty cool. How from when you started reading, like at the start of the pandemic, so far, how many books have you read?
I don't know, but I bought so many books in Amazon, I don't know, but I think 20 books. I don't know, but I have read a lot of books since August, I think, when I start to read. Before that, I didn't read any book in all entire,
Got it. That's really cool. Nice. What about you, Felipe? Do you like reading?
Yeah, I like a lot. I can't visualize myself without a book or some books. Since I was a kid, my taste for reading, my happiness, my happiness by doing these activities, it has been maintained through time. And now, because we have more time, at least most of us, me included, because I don't commute anymore. I don't spend time on traffic jam going to work, so I can spend more time by doing this activity. And I'm reading a lot since the beginning of the pandemic. Like Luis, he said, just my preferred areas in books: politics, psychology, philosophy. I would add literature, and another thing that I'm very interested about is the research about language learning, you know.
Oh.
So the internet is full of content about this field, and the name of Stephen Krashen, a very well-known researcher, American researcher about the second language acquisition in the human brain. So it is very interesting. And I'm trying to combine my necessities for improving my English with areas and contents that I'm really interested about. So in this moment, I'm with a book here. It's a masterpiece, one of the Brazilian masterpiece, masterpiece, Roots of Brazil, by Sérgio Buarque de Holanda. I've read this book in Portuguese, and now I'm reading in English.
Oh.
And yeah, and I could speak about a lot of books, very interesting, like Harari's books, for example, Homo Sapiens, Homo Deus, 21 Lessons for the 21st Century. And yeah, this is what I'm trying to do, reading and chatting with you.
That's really cool.
Very nice. I am reading a book about Brazil history too. But I'm reading Brasil, uma biografia. I don't know if it's from Lilia
Schwartz. Lilia Schwartz, yeah.
Very nice.
She is a historian, a very good one. Yeah, I know her.
That's very great. Okay, reading and spending time on TNT. I couldn't imagine a better pandemic time than that one. It's very dope. Okay, what about you, Natalie? Do you like reading?
I love reading, but on this last time, I'm not reading as much as I like. I used to read a lot, so much more than now, but yeah, I love reading. And before that, I didn't like it either, as Luis said. I started at the last year of high school as a kind of obligation that I did to myself, because I decided to read 4 books before the end of the year, because it was a year from doing the test, for college. I don't know the name. And I like it. And in the same year, I read like 20 books. So it was more than my objective. And I love it. And I keep doing it until now. But I'm trying to get back the way it was, because I read more before, so that's the intention.
I get it. The same thing happened to me during the pandemic. Before the pandemic, I used to read like a lot. I used to read every day. During the pandemic, so much happened that I don't have time to read anymore. I've been trying to read this book, Daqui pra Baixo, from Jason Reynolds, for I don't know, like 4 months. I've been trying to read this book for 4 months. I'm still on page 17. So I kind of lost the how can I say? I forgot the word. The habit. I lost the habit. I do love books. I love to read, but I lost the habit. And I need to get it back because it's something so good. Yeah. What are your favorite genres? Your favorite book genres, Natalie? The other guys also said so.
I used to read more romantic books, but right now I'm reading more thrillers, I guess it's the name.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I started a book that's not related with any of this. It's from I don't know how can I classify, so I'm gonna show you that
Draw.
book. I don't know if it's the correct site,
Yeah, I can read.
Actually, the name is right here. It's called O Segundo Sexo from Simone de Beauvoir.
Oh, cool.
I don't know why the title is little, but anyway.
I think she wanted to draw attention to the cover.
Yeah, maybe because it's about women. So maybe, yeah.
Oh, that's really great.
I'm already on the introduction, but it's so good. But it's how can I say a hard. It's not exactly a hard lecture. It's the content. It's I don't know how to say it in Portuguese, but it's you think about a lot of things, so you need to be so relaxed and peace to read.
Yes.
Dance. I think the word is dance. So dance.
Yes. It demands a lot of brain power, this kind of stuff. That's why
complexity, I think, should be very complex.
Yeah, that's it.
That's why I am a big lover of novels, especially epic novels. The only book that's not about like fantasy or this kind of stuff that I'm trying to read, I didn't read it yet, but I'm trying to read, is this one, The Prince, Machiavelli.
Okay. Yeah.
Machiavelli.
It's a hard lecture.
Classic.
Yes. I saw it and I really liked the cover and everything. And I've always heard people, the teachers, the history books, everything talking about this book. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna give it a shot. But I bought it last year and I haven't read it yet. It's not really big, so it's kind of, if I get back to the habit, I can read it in like 3 days. But it's been here on my shelf.
But it's a really hard lecture about the subject and about the way it's written.
Yeah, I agree totally. This is a very hard task to accomplish in just 3 days, man.
Yeah, but it's not about the size of the book, it's about the way the book developed.
For sure, the digestion of this book is very brain consuming. And I think, as Natalie said, these books also use a very dated vocabulary, so it makes much harder to understand because we have to do a kind of translation of our word. I think 2 centuries separate us from this book, so it's not so easy to digest.
Oh, now I got it.
And so, all philosophers like to write complex words, it's hard to understand them.
Yes.
Exactly. So yeah, my friend, I think you and I are going to have a long time. We're going to spend a long time together. Yeah, because I love fantasy, I love novels, but I don't read any other genre of book. And one of the reasons is because I am really lazy to think. So I'm kind of like, when it's a novel, you picture the image, the story, and it's an adventure, and it's a lot of stuff. You have to think a bit to discover the secrets and everything, but you don't have to think that much. So I bought this one as an attempt to get interested in this kind of reading as well.
But I prefer novels too, because when before at least, I used to read to to separate from reality, you know, not to think about reality. So for me, novels works better than the others, but I'm giving a try.
Very great. Same goes for me. Yes. Cool. So then I'm going to ask Felipe, do you read for entertainment or to learn? And is it possible to do? No, let's work on the first half of the question first. Do you read for entertainment or to learn?
Yeah, I think both. I just read what I'm interested to. My interesting relates to politics, philosophy, language learning. So that's the content that I'm seeking through the internet, and I try to buy some books through Amazon site. So I'm trying just to read in English nowadays, and related with these stuffs that really grabs my attention. So as you said, I also like to read literature, novels, but my kind of novels that really grabs my attention is dystopian books like 1984, like Brave New World, you know, this kind of literature that is also political critics, you know, about what is going on in that time that the author wrote those books. So they really have the power to grabs my attention. But just to put in short words, I try to combine entertainment and learning, you know, to develop my. And as I said before, Stephen Krashen said this is the best in his views. This is the best approach to acquire vocabulary, whether in Portuguese in our case or in English, because when you are exposed to literature or books in general, and these kind of books have the power to grabs your attention. When you combine entertainment with learn, you practice extensive learning. This is the name, extensive learning, and you may have the possibility to read for 1, 2, 3, 4 hours because it's so entertaining that you also become what's the word? You forgot the outside world, you know, oblivious. Yeah, oblivious. You become oblivious to outside world. So this is, in short words, what I try to do.
Oh, that's really great. I agree with you, but I'm not gonna get into it because I'm kind of a crazy about learning. So I'm gonna like talk a lot. I'm gonna give the go to Luis.
Yeah,
Luis, do you read for entertainment or to learn? And is it possible to do those two things at the same time?
I think my taste for reading is similar to Felipe, you know. I really like to learn about politics, psychology, philosophy, but I really like it. I don't do that just for learn, you know. I really like to learn this stuff. For me, is entertainment too. And I really like these books about dystopia, like Philip said. And I read this book just for entertainment and to think about, but for me is more for entertainment, and I really like to read comic books, especially from DC. You know, when I'm tired of learn have things, I choose my comic books to read, just in English too, for training my reading. And of course, this can be done together, you know, entertainment and learning. It's a challenge, but it's really nice. You do you do this and learning and enjoy it at the same time. It's really nice.
Oh, grateful. You're a big fan of DC. Who's your favorite hero? Just so I know here.
It's hard to choose, you know, but I really like Flash, you know. It's the powers of time travel and this stuff. It's mess with your mind, and I really like.
Exactly. Every time someone talks about Flash, they're thinking about super speed. But every time you talk to me about Flash, I'm thinking about time travel. I'm not thinking about that. So
This is the most interesting thing. Every time DC needs to reboot your history, they choose Flash to back time and change everything. That's how it works. And this is gonna happen in cinema now, in the films. There gonna be a film of Flash that will gonna reboot the universe from the scene in the films.
and then we're gonna have a rerun to Justice League. Let's do that. Cool. Natalie, I'm gonna need from English. I was about to say Natalie.
Okay.
All right.
I think it's fancy.
Cool. What about you? Do you read for entertainment or learning? Can you do both?
I read for entertainment, but well, right now it's kind of learning too. And so I think it is possible you do both. I really would like to read in another language right now, but I cannot buy a single single book, because I already have a lot, so I need to read them first, you know. But I totally think it's possible. I think it's a great way to learn, because it's a way to learn more. How can I say? Funnier, because it's good. You know, you can choose a subject that you like or that you want to learn. So I think it's really possible and really recommended, actually.
Oh, exactly. Yes, it's really great. It gets a lighter to, you know, not only the reading but also the story when you know, because some stories, they are too shallow. Oh, they're cool stories with cool elements, but they're too shallow. You get to learn nothing. And some stories, they go too deep into learning and they have no fun. You know, some books. But I think you get to do both most of the times. But I think it's easier to learn something in a fun book, in an entertaining book, than to make a learning book entertaining.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
I guess. But it kind of depends. If it's a too complex book, as I think The Prince is gonna be, I think it's gonna be a bit harder to make it funny.
Yeah. Imagine to learn math and combine entertainment with math or physics, at least in my case.
It's not really working because I love math.
Really? Can you teach me?
I'm gonna need to review it first because I've been away from school for a while. But yeah, sure. Oh. Okay. Now, this I think is like the first question people make when they know you like to read. And I'm going to make this one to Natalie. What is your favorite book?
I think for me, it's not possible to choose just one book. Like when I first read the question, immediately came at least 3 books on my mind. That it's not 3 books, because the first one I thought it's a 6 book. It's a a box. I don't know how
No, you can be a book series as well.
yeah. It's I think it's City of Bones in English.
Oh yes.
The Immortal Instruments. It's a fantasy. I think you all know.
I know for the TV show.
Yeah, but the TV show is really, really, really not good. Really, like really.
Oh, wow. Cool.
I like to The Fault is on Stars. The Fault is on Stars. Like I cry like a lot. That's a good example of a movie that works, because the movie is really good.
As well as the movie.
Yeah, different from City of Bones. Don't watch it. Yeah, right now I think it's this one. As I said, I love romance too. Romantic novel.
Okay. Yeah. And why do you think the City of Bones is your favorite book or book series?
Why? That's a good question. I don't know. When I start, one was like the first one of the first books I tried. I had just the first one, and oh my gosh, it was so interesting that I like to read more and more, and until read the 6 of them. I like fantasy. I like, as I said, when you read, you completely forgot about your reality, So it's so fantastic to for me. It's amazing to think about a person that creates this kind of universe, because people are so creative. That's, oh my gosh, I really want to be a friend of the author, because it's tell me how it works, because I think it's awesome. Not that the other ones aren't, but the fantastic world, it's completely different. It's completely not related to reality. So it's awesome to see how it develops. I think you can see why, because I'm excited to talk about it. And that's really good.
Oh,
and after that, this series, I read another one that's from the same author, that it's 3 books, the trilogy. I don't know if this word exists. It's called the Infernal Devices.
Oh, cool. It's from the same universe?
Yeah, but it was written before, but the story passed like 100 years. No, it was written after, but the story passed 100 years before. But it's related, so it's really awesome. Like how she could connect, the story. Like just read it. It's really good.
That's nice. It's very cool. Cool. I don't have anywhere to take. I'm gonna look on YouTube later and then take notes about the books you guys are talking about. Good.
I can read it here if you want to.
Please. Would be nice. For you, Liz, what is your favorite book and why? Or book series?
Oh, it's hard to choose one. I really like so many books, but I'm gonna choose one book that I think changed my way to see things, you know. The name of the book in English is Why Buddhism is True. In Portuguese is Porque o Budismo Funciona. And I really like evolutionary psychology, and I read a book about it. And then I read this book, and this book connects the psychology, the modern psychology, with the philosophy of Buddhism. And this for me was very, very great, you know, because and I really like this book. I want to read it again because there's so many things that I really like, and for me make much sense and change my way to see things, you know. It's a really nice book. I recommend.
Why Buddhism is good?
Why Buddhism is True.
It's true. Cool. Nice. Key. Read. And for you, Felipe, what is your favorite book or book series and why?
Yeah, for me, I think I can't respond this question honestly, because I've been, as everybody, I'm in constant change. So my mood change and my tastes also change. And there was a time, for example, was very into novels and politics. And other times I was more into psychology. Now, recently, I've read a very, very interesting book that I think I can just put as a framework the best book that I read this year. This I can respond, but the best of my life, I think I can't, because I can speak about very important books that function in my head like an axe to broaden my horizons, you know. And they really have a strong influence over myself, over my worldview. But for example, nowadays I like to read books that questions some of my beliefs and questions some social norms and rules. And Homo Sapiens is a very well-written book, more than 400 pages. And as its name indicates, the attempt of the book is to speak all ranges of a wide variety of topics about Homo sapiens, evolution against religion and politics, and, for example, chauvinism, sexism. Today, for example, I read a very interesting paragraph in this book that questioned why in all known societies so far, men were valued much more than women. Why men had so many privileges over women, and this kind of questions. For me, it's very interesting to question that is, and to realize that the way we live is a construction, and and involves a lot of privileges that many people are not willing to question and and to debate. So this are the topics that really grabs my attention nowadays. So I'm more into politics, sociology, and psychology. And I think I can't respond and choose one or two or three books. But yeah, just to answer briefly, I think this year the most interesting book I've read was Homo Sapiens, and Homo Deus too, the continuation of the book. It's very interesting.
Yeah, these two books I already had too, and are amazing books, you know, change your mind, absolutely, and it's really nice. It's from Arari,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Harari.
He came in Brazil for a talk with the Congress, I think in 2018. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, I think so.
He come here to talk about these books.
Good. I didn't know about this. I didn't know this writer, which is really cool. And I already said that that's exactly what you're reading right now, Natalie.
Yeah, that talks about women on society and why the history is like that about men and women. That's exactly what Simone de Beauvoir talks about in this book. And she brings, actually, I already read around, I don't know, 20 pages, but she already talked about a lot, things like Plato or, you know, and talk, it's so amazing that I almost didn't read the book because I just started, but she talked a lot about it, like with a lot point of view, like biological, like cultural. So yeah, I want to read that book that Philip said, because like, you know,
This one.
Good. Cool. Can you turn it? Can I see the side of it? Okay, it's really thick. Yeah. Jesus. Really thick.
yeah.
Philip, the first one is called Sapiens or Homo Sapiens?
The first one is Homo Sapiens, a brief history of humankind is the completely title of the book. Homo Sapiens, a brief history of humankind. And the second one is Homo Deus, a brief history of tomorrow. A brief history of tomorrow.
But I have in Portuguese, and in Portuguese it's just Sapiens, the first one.
Yeah.
Oh. So, really nice. Clean. This was some. Okay. Now I don't feel. I mean, I feel like a reader, but I think it's really interesting when people start to talk about this kind of stuff. So I read this book and I learned that, and this point of view changed my mind about the humankind and this kind of stuff. All the books I've read so far, they are either from another world or, or from some old country in the past where magicians would fight warriors with orcs and this kind of stuff. So for me, this kind of these books that really get you to think and learn about some kind of stuff, like real life. For me, it's like out of my scope, it's out of my bubble. You know, something really interesting. I really want to get into, but it also seems like way too complex for me sometimes. So
yeah, I really admire people who can read this kind of book, because for me it's so easier to concentrate in a book that it's not related to my life, to my universe, whatever, like fantasy, than this kind of book that make you think, and sometimes you get angry because you know some problems, you know, like for this one, for example, it's like, oh my gosh, how our history can or could be like that, you know. So
Yeah.
sometimes it's better when you read some fantasy that you just you see a brand new world with magic and different kind of problems.
Yeah, Natalie. I think that's why the main one reason that history has the power to change our mood and grabs our attention, because the influence is so great in our mood that we can be angry and then we are happy and delightful and so on, as you said.
Exactly. Yes, guys, this kind of stuff is really, really great. Oh, I think it's time to call everyone back.
Okay.
I'm gonna close the rooms, but
Not so fast.
You went
Yeah,
by so fast. We're still
Cool.
question number 3.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You are all great people. So
Guys, this topic was very, very good. Yeah, we talk a lot and we talk a lot. Guys, it's very, very beautiful.
yeah,
Congratulations,
Oh.
Junior, for choosing this topic. It's very, very good.
It's really, I've been wanting to talk about books for a while, but I was afraid because like I got into the meeting and nobody likes to read, and I would be like, okay, so what do I do now?
Yeah. On our room, we are on 4 persons. One law student, another guy that I think that it's here, João Pedro. They applying to a American high school in that he have 16 years, and they read about a lot. They give a lot gave a lot of advice to us about books. It's very, very beautiful, very good.
Oh, that's
Maybe
awesome.
we could
amazing.
have part 2. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
we
really
should
nice.
have one more hour.
Another hour to talk about would be really great. Michelle, how many questions did you work on the other room?
Almost all. I think
Almost all?
yeah.
Guys, I think the problem is me, because every time we're wrapping everything up, people come from the other rooms. I'm like, how many questions did you work? They're like, everyone, all the questions. The other room, yes, we also worked all the questions. Oh, almost all the questions. And
Almost,
here in
yeah.
the main room, we never get past question number 5.
We use it. We use it to answer randomly mode. Yeah, and I think that we answer from the 9. We answer, I think that's 6 questions. Yeah.
Oh, great. That's really nice. Let me ask everyone from the other room. João Pedro. You there? He opened the mic, but I don't know if he can talk. João Pedro, are you 16 years old?
Hi, sorry, I turned off my microphone. Sorry. Yeah, I'm 16 years old, and
Oh.
I'm applying to American universities. Yeah,
Oh,
I
which
want
one?
to study engineering, mechanical engineering specifically, and yeah, in education.
Oh, that's going to be really cool. Which college did you choose?
Sorry, I think that I have delay, but I chose Northwestern University. Tufts is my dream. Yeah, there's a lot of university. Ituza University, yeah.
Oh,
Oberlin College, there's a lot. I'm doing a college list. Yeah.
great. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. There are some people here on TNT who have like application, who work with application, make content about application. There's also some a really cool page on Instagram that is called Aplicar Sem Surtar. Some of the people there, they participate here on TNT. They have a pretty cool content there about the application. You already know them?
Yeah.
Cool, that's really great.
I follow them. Yeah, I follow.
Cool. Great. And for you, Mariana, how was the other room talk?
It was really great. My internet is terrible today, but I'm here because I love the subject. I really love to read. I read a lot, and it was a great conversation because everyone likes to read too. Then we share a lot of thoughts and our favorite books too.
Oh, okay, that's gonna be great. So before we go, we haven't got to this question here in the main room yet, and we also don't know what you guys answered. So I'm gonna ask everyone here. Okay, we can quickly. I'm gonna ask you guys the question number 9. Okay, I'm gonna ask you question, guys. Question number 9. Tell the name of the book and a quick explanation of why. Okay. So, Natalie, what book do you think that everyone should read and why?
Maybe the 13 reasons why, because you think more about the other, you understand the importance of being more empathic person. I think maybe it's a good book for it.
That's really great. Nice. Luis, what book do you think that everyone should read and why?
Any book that explain in somehow the way that humans behave, I can say, for example, evolutionary psychology. It's a graphic guide, but I recommend any book who tells about how humans behave. I think it's very important to understand why we behave the way we behave. I think this is very important to understand a little bit.
Great, awesome, really cool. Mariana, a book that everyone should read and why?
I think books of self-knowledge are important. Not self-knowledge like autoajuda, that I don't know how can I say autoajuda in English, but a real self-knowledge. I'm reading a book at the moment is Positive Intelligence, and explain how can we lead with our how can we stop with self-sabotage, because everyone do that actually, and it's that what the book explained, that everyone do that, everyone has a little of that and helps to deal with it.
Oh, really great. Can you please write the name here on the chat, Mariana, because I really need a book on self-sabotage. That would be great.
Okay.
Great. Diego, your go.
Yeah, I choose 2 books because one other person choose one of them, and I use it to choose another. But I choose the Bible. I think that's a very good book to read. But we need to read that book without, for example, glasses. Yeah, that's how can I say? People can use the Bible for his own subjects. Is, for example, if I use the Bible for violence, I can choose one kind of versicles to use to justify this way of how can I say, to think. Yeah, It's like a Alcorão for Muslims, for example. Yeah, there is a lot of Muslims. I think almost of them. There's a peaceful people, but one party uses the Alcorão, for example, for violence. The Bible, you will have a lot of wisdom advices there. For me, it's a very important book for our lives. I have 2 or 3, how can I say, friends, ateus, they don't believe in God, but they read the Bible because for them they have a lot of advices and other goods. And the second book, it's Arte da Guerra from Sun Tzu. It's a very beautiful book to our lives too. It's a very important book, yeah.
Really, really cool. That's awesome. Michelle, what would be the book for you?
I had to suggest Bible because the reasons Diego said. The situation in Brazil suggests us to understand what is true, what is not true, because people are using Bible to hide a lot of things that deconstruct our society. It's not for religion, because someone need to accept Jesus. It's not for this reason. We needed to understand the enemy. I'm not trying to talk about a war, but the chaos we are living is almost it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's kind of like Bible has a lot of stuff. I grew up in church. I've read the Bible my whole life, and it has a lot of advices. It has a lot of rules. It has a lot it says a lot of things about pretty much all the areas of human society. The Bible talks about politics. It talks about war. Talks about marriage, love. Talks about friendship. Talks about pretty much everything. Money, finances.
Money, yeah. Finances too, yeah.
So, and it's easier to work with the Bible because it's made in pieces from a lot of different points of view, a lot of people who wrote that, and it's hella easy to just get a tiny part to back up my personal beliefs. That what Diego said, we need to remove our glasses, the way we see, we need to change that. We need to analyze the book as a book, as an advice, and not as an element to back up my personal beliefs, because most of the people who read the Bible, they're not reading for as a source of information. They are reading as a source of motivation and as a source of validation of their beliefs, So I believe one thing, you believe different thing. We might read the same passage, the same versicle, but I'm going to interpret it in my way. You're going to interpret this in your way, and we might be fighting over the same passage that says something completely different. So, kind of understand. Cool. I got excited. Sorry. You, Pedro, what's the book you would suggest everyone to read and why?
I'm definitely having delay, so sorry, by the way.
No.
The books that I recommend you guys is The Hobbit, because it teaches a lot about, doesn't matter how big is the challenge, you can do it and you can conquer it.
Oh, that's really nice. Oh, cool. And then we have Felipe. That's right. A book that you think everyone should read.
Yeah, I can suggest this one, Roots of Brazil, by Sérgio Buarque de Holanda, because he explains the beginning of the formation of our country, and also explains some privileges, some current privileges that still remain in our society. So in order to understand it now, our present, we have to consult our past. So I think it's a very interesting and knowledgeable book to read.
Good, really nice. That's interesting. That's very well. Okay, nice. The book I would like everyone to read would be, I don't have like a great, really big motive, a big reason. But the book I would like everyone, I would tell everyone to read is the series, the Ranger's Apprentice series. That's the first, really, when I really got to read a book. I've always loved reading, but I used to read for random books and everything. This is when I got in love with epic novels. And the writing is really good. The writer builds a whole world, a whole different life and system and politics and everything. Really well-built universe inside that book, and it teaches a lot of lessons in friendship, loyalty, and really perseverance and working on your goals to achieve anything you want. So that's my favorite book series. The first one I ever read, in this, really read and really fell in love with. This will be my one. Oh. Anything you guys would like to add before we go?
I would just to thank you all to the opportunity to talk. It was great.
I just want to say that the subjective it was very nice, Junior, and I really like the recommendation. Thank you, guys.
Thank you too, guys. It was really, really great. Love to talk to you about that. I hope you really liked. And I'm sending here our feedback link, the feedback. I'm gonna ask you guys to answer the feedback again. It really helped us a lot to see what we're doing wrong, see what we're doing right, to put the TNT together and keep walking with it and getting better each day. So please answer the feedback. If you are on YouTube and you like this meeting, you want to talk with us about books and a lot of stuff, please come to TNT. We're gonna love to have you here. Just go to eapreendi.com and also follow us on social media, especially instagram.com/eapreendi, and come to know our courses. We have a WhatsApp group where we have a lot of stuff, a lot of content, activities, tips, and special classes. And we also have the eAppreendi Academy. I'm one of the teachers there, where you can learn a lot. Not only learn, but actually really practice all the 4 abilities of your languages, and also grammar and a lot of other stuff with teachers guiding you, giving activities and everything. Okay. So after that, it was really great to have you guys here this afternoon. Hope to see you all next week. Stay safe, wash your hands, and get vaccinated. Please, everyone, let's do it.
For sure.
Thank you so much. It was really, really good to talk about this subject. And I hope we can talk more about it, or I don't know, any other subject. It was really good. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you all, guys. Loved it. See you all next Friday. That's it. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys. See
Bye-bye.
you.
Okay, once again, you who are here on YouTube, don't forget, go to eapreendi.com, schedule a meeting, participate with us. We're gonna love to have you here.